If you're currently looking for a rental property in Denver, then you know the search for an affordable apartment can be daunting. It's supply and demand, fewer rentals, higher prices. As announced, Kristen Scovera shows us, it's a combination that has more and more people searching for roommates to keep prices affordable.
Rising rents coupled with historically low vacancy rates have caused about 27.6% of all working-aged adults in Denver to double up. That, according to a recent report by Zillow.
The initial reaction is always, nah, I don't want to live with a roommate. Come on, I'm an adult.
That's Tom Orlando, and he should know. Tom's the owner of Housing Helpers Denver. They assist would-be renters find affordable properties. He says these days, rents are rising faster than incomes. In fact, on average, renters should expect to spend 28.9% of their monthly income on rent, the highest rate ever, according to the report.
When you're living alone, the typical budget is $1,000, give or take, say $900. And right now, a $900 property isn't what they're used to living in.
Add a roommate and suddenly the property's drastically improved.
A 2-bedroom for $1,800 is a nice property.
So let's put that number in perspective. According to Zillow, in 2000, the average monthly apartment rent for a 1-bedroom was about $760. That same property would cost you more than $1,100 today. Charlotte Smith is a flight attendant who says she never expected to live with a roommate as a working adult, but says living alone was no longer something she could afford.
I couldn't begin to afford rent, in a place that would be desirable and would just be outrageous. So this is an incredible blessing.
A real blessing in a market where the vacancy rate is just 3.9%, the second lowest vacancy rate in the history of Denver, according to the Denver metro area apartment vacancy and rent survey.
The in-migration of people is growing, which means more housing demand, including apartments.
I spoke with Associate Professor Ron Throop at DU School of Real Estate to discuss this housing trend. He says even with thousands of new apartments being built, Denver's desirability is keeping the rental market tight, and says rental roomies could be here to stay.